What if I told you this entire scene, the face you're looking at, the voice you're hearing, even the emotions behind it, isn't real? Yep, none of it. It was all stitched together by AI in just a few minutes from a single prompt. No actors, no cameras, no studio. Sounds wild, right? But that's exactly what Google's new Veo 3 can do. And once you see how it works, you'll realize this isn't just another cool AI tool. It's a complete rewrite of how we think about making videos. I am talking about realistic characters, smooth animations, synced lip movements, even camera angles you can control. All from words you type on a screen. With this tool, anyone with an idea can make a cinematic scene in minutes without any film crew. And in the next few minutes, you're going to see why Veo 3 is the biggest leap forward in AI video we've ever had. I'm going to show you exactly how it works, step by step. We'll test prompts, push the limits, and you'll see why Veo 3 feels more like a creative superpower. So let's get you inside Veo 3. Just head straight to veo3.ai. Click Start Creating Now and log in with your Google account. In seconds, you'll land on the main workspace, and this is where the magic begins. On the left side, you've got your creative control panel, text to video, and image to video. This is where you'll drop your prompts, describe scenes, or upload images to transform. On the right side, you'll see the preview window, basically the instant stage, where your AI-generated video comes to life. Now, about pricing. Veo has 3 tiers. Plus, at about $37.50 a month, gives hobbyists 7,500 credits, 1080 pixel videos, sound effects, lip sync, and commercial rights. Pro, the most popular at $70 a month, bumps you to 18,000 credits with faster processing and priority support. And for bigger teams, Enterprise runs $130 a month with 40,000 credits and top-tier performance. In short, Plus is built for hobbyists, Pro is perfect for serious creators, and Enterprise is designed for studios and businesses. Now let's jump into writing your first prompt. Okay, so here's the deal with Veo. It all comes down to the prompt. That's your steering wheel. If you just type something lazy like, "make me a video," it's going to hand you nonsense. But if you feed it the right kind of detail, suddenly the results go from clunky AI weirdness to something that actually feels cinematic. The trick is thinking in 4 parts. Number 1, the character. Don't just say a woman or a man. Be specific. Picture them in your head. Maybe it's a woman in a worn olive green jacket, black tank top, dusty combat boots, and short brown hair. That level of detail keeps Veo from making your character look like a different person every time you generate a scene. Number 2, the world. Where are they? That matters just as much. A wasteland at sunset, a neon-lit Tokyo street, a cozy cafe with rain outside. The background sets the mood, and Veo uses that to shape the colors, the lighting, the whole vibe. Number 3, what's happening? Give Veo an action, not just a snapshot. Is your character stumbling through the desert, clutching a half-empty water bottle? Are they singing their heart out on a street corner? Or are they raising a sword like they're in the middle of an epic battle? The more motion you describe, the more alive the video feels. And number 4, the voice. If you want dialogue, you have to tell Veo who's speaking. Write it like this. She says, "Water. I need water." That little "she says" or "he says" cue makes Veo actually sync the lips and match the body language with the words. Skip it and your character will just stand there like a mannequin. When you put those 4 things together, character, world, action, and voice, your prompt stops being a block of text and starts becoming a scene. That's when Veo feels less like a tool and more like a director sitting on your laptop. And here's the thing, it doesn't stop with text. Veo actually goes a lot deeper, and that's what we are going to talk about next. Now that you've seen how prompts work, let's open up Veo's toolbox and really break down what this thing can do. Let's start with text-to-video because this is Veo's most reliable feature. Just click text-to-video on the left, and a big text box will open up underneath. That's where you paste your prompt. Right above the box, you'll usually see a drop-down menu for output per prompt. Keep that set to 1, otherwise Veo tries to split out multiple clips at once, and it gets messy. Once your prompt is in, hit Generate at the bottom, and on the right, you'll see your video render. For example, try this. A woman in a faded olive green jacket, dusty combat boots, and short brown hair staggers across a post-apocalyptic wasteland. She clutches an almost empty water bottle. She says, "Water. I need water. What have you done to my people?" The camera slowly tracks from behind and then sweeps left in a wide shot. In about a minute, you'll get an 8-second 1080p clip with lip sync and audio baked in. Now, switch to the image to video option. Same panel on the left, just click the tab. Here, instead of writing only text, you upload a still image, maybe a photo you took or something you designed in another AI tool. Once the image is in, you'll see a new dropdown right under it called Camera Motion. This is where you can pick moves like dolly in, dolly out, tilt up, pan right, orbit left. Select one. Add a short descriptive line in the text box, something like, "The camera pans slowly across the ruins," and then hit Generate. For example, the camera pans slowly across the ruins as dust swirls in the air, giving a dramatic sense of scale. That flat image suddenly feels like a cinematic shot. Now, you might have heard about ingredients to video. Here's the truth. In Veo 3, you won't see an ingredients tab in the left panel. That's because right now, it mostly runs through Google Flow, not the main Veo3.ai site. In Flow, there's an extra option where you can build clips out of multiple parts, a background, a character, and an action. For example, background, neon-lit Tokyo street. Character, a man in a leather jacket. Action, he draws a katana under a neon sign. One important thing I almost forgot to tell you is that Flow usually defaults back to Veo 2 for this feature, so the render won't look as sharp and you may lose audio. If you want guaranteed Veo 3 quality, stick to text-to-video and image-to-video. Camera control is something you can use right inside your prompts. In the text box, write something like, "The camera tilts up to reveal a massive futuristic skyline glowing against the night sky." Veo will try to follow those instructions. If you're in Flow, you can also pick from the camera icons to lock in a dolly, pan, or orbit. Now, let's talk about voices. If you want your character to speak, always write it like this. He says, "This city belongs to me now." That he says or she says cue is the magic switch for lip sync. You can add tone directions too, like in a trembling, high-pitched voice. Though, be warned, Veo sometimes ignores it. If you need precision, export your clip and tweak the audio later in 11 Labs. Finally, consistent characters. If your first prompt describes a woman in a green jacket with short brown hair, and your second prompt just says a woman in the desert, Veo will change her look completely. To keep her consistent, you need to paste the exact same description each time. In Flow, you can also extend your shot with Add to Scene, which carries the same character across multiple clips. So in short, text to video is your main stage, image to video gives life to stills, ingredients is experimental in Flow, camera moves live in your prompt or Flow's icons, dialogue needs he says or she says, and consistent descriptions are your secret weapon for continuity. That's the real, practical toolkit of Veo 3. Before we wrap up, let me give you a few insider tips that will save you a ton of frustration. Number 1, be detailed in your prompts. Vague prompts give vague results. Add clothes, hair, setting, and mood, and your video will instantly look more polished. Number 2, lock in your character descriptions. If you want the same person across clips, copy-paste the description word for word. Any change, even swapping brown jacket for green coat, and Veo might think it's someone else. Number 3, Use she says or he says. It feels small, but it's the difference between a character standing there silently and one that lip syncs your dialogue perfectly. Same goes for camera moves. Spell them out clearly so Veo knows you want motion, not a static shot. Number 4, don't be afraid of outside tools. If the voice isn't exactly what you want, drop the clip into 11 Labs, swap in a different pitch or accent, and suddenly, your character sounds custom-made. And finally, trial and error is your best friend. Don't quit after one bad generation. Tweak a word, change the action, adjust the camera cue. Each retry gets you closer to the vision in your head. And before we end this video, if you found it helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more such content, and check the description for sample prompts and links to get started with Veo. And let me leave you with a question. If you had Veo sitting on your laptop tonight, what's the first video you'd create? Drop your answer in the comments. I'd love to see what you come up with.